So what are you doing at the moment? Are you kind of waiting, hanging around, waiting for the album to be out?
Waiting to get a tour together, period. Well, we got the tour, the dates, some of the dates, but all we're doing is just waiting to get the word, and then we're going to go ahead and just start rehearsing, busting our balls.
Huh?
Busting our balls. And,
well, the album is ready, right?
Yeah, all the album's done. Everything's done. Everything's done. We're just waiting for...
When's it coming out?
October. First week of October. Should be the October 1st, I think.
So it's about a month late.
Just a month. No, it's actually 2 months late. Because we had hoped to get it out in July. You know, have it ready. We were done in May, and hopefully we would have it ready by July. But no album cover, and that's what took a long time. Was that, and then the fact that CBS is not going to release the record now.
Well, no.
Because there was someone had done a review on the record. It's not even out yet, and a magazine, Spin, had done a review already, and it said on there that with Slayer it's all the way to hell, you know, and the guys at the corporation didn't like that, you know. And it turned off.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Hi.
You guys come here very often?
No.
No. Wow.
No.
Okay, well, we got a call. Somebody thought that maybe you guys have been a little bit suspicious.
We're doing an interview.
Huh?
We're doing an interview.
Okay, I was going to say, it looks to me like you guys are okay.
Yeah.
That looks like you.
No. In fact, that's me right here. Slayer.
Oh, cool.
That's me down
Is
here.
that the band you're in?
Yeah.
All right. What magazine is this?
This is
Italian magazine I work for.
Oh, hey, great. No problem, okay? Somebody thought you looked suspicious. We just came, checked it out.
No, it's probably because I've been looking for him for a long time.
Yeah, we were supposed to be here earlier. And then I came by.
You broke the law. You didn't buy any 39-cent hamburgers.
We did, but when we came back to pick this guy up, see if we could find him.
Polish them off already, yeah?
Yeah.
No problem, man. You guys have a good time.
Okay.
Continue your night. Is all that on tape?
Hey guys, Claire, right?
Tom what? Araya.
Okay, great.
This is all of you. No, because I came in before 11.
Yeah.
I was sort of hanging around there for an hour.
Yeah, it's the same with me. When we came, remember we were like walking around, and then we got our burgers and looked around, like, well, hopefully he'll call.
Yeah, and then come back, go in again. And,
Yeah.
Started calling. No, here they are again.
Yeah, oh, these guys are good rolls.
Yeah, big drugstore. So, you're saying it's not out?
It'll be out in October.
No, not out on CBS.
No, CBS
No,
is wimped out. They fucked up. They don't want to do the record anymore. They're wimps. They're sissies.
Well, it was.
They said the record was too heavy for them. And you know, and it's stupid. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I had the utmost confidence in them to work with us, and they didn't.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like fucking idiots, man. They're assholes.
I mean, obviously there were a lot of stories like.
Well, CBS is not going to release the record now because they read that one review.
Yeah.
And the review had talked about the PMRC, which is those people that are against the lyrics and music and all that we should put labels on our records for stuff that's real graphic or having to do with religious cult type stuff. Yeah. Well, the PMRC, the guy in the article quoted that the PMRC wouldn't even go near the record. And he goes, the PMRC wouldn't know how to handle a record that starts off with the words, Auschwitz, the meaning of pain, the way that I want you to die, and then it ends with, the last song on the album, Raining Blood. Those are the first sentence and the last word on the album. Yeah. He says PMRC wouldn't know how to handle that. And then it also said that, it's a fast reading course in speed, death, and the devil. Evelyn Wood here is a speed reading course to have, where you learn how to read fast. And our music is the kind of music that where people learn how to be death, how to be Satan, how to be the devil, and how to do all these bad things in our song. It's a good review. It's scratch all that. No, it's just that the guy was describing the songs and how they were and the kind of stuff we wrote.
So they can
and the corporation don't want to deal with that.
Right.
They have Ozzy getting sued and Judas Priest now is supposed to be getting sued, from what I understand. Whether that's true or not, all I know is that they won't do it because they're having a lot of trouble with Ozzy. People ganging up on Ozzy. Everybody's trying to gang up on.
So they don't want to have two heavy metal bands.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with another person another group going through the same thing. I would, it's.
So what label's coming out?
It's coming out on Geffen Records. They picked it up. They said, and it's going to be released the same day as.
So it's like Warner Brothers.
It'll be Warner Brothers, I guess.
It's so stupid. I mean,
we found this out a week ago.
Yeah.
A week ago. I found out a week ago that they weren't going to release the record. I said, what? I go, they got a contract. The album has to come out. It's complete. It has to come out. They can't say no.
What are you going to do about the fact that you got a contract? Are you going to sue them or?
I don't know what we'll do. I know we can do something. I just know we're not going to do it now. Not hassle with it. I said, fine. We'll just go ahead and release the record. Hopefully it'll go gold. I hope. But I'm saying, if it goes to a certain status, CBS is gonna sit there and say, fuck, man, we fucked up.
Yeah.
Because if our record does sell a lot, they're hoping they're going to be losing. Well, they didn't really gain or lose anything because all they did was said no, and they just said give it to somebody else. So.
Well, I mean, it should be quite a good moment. I mean, after Metallica broke out so big.
Yeah, see, you would think that they would go through it, but they decided not to.
No, I mean, for you, it should be like sort of.
I'm hoping that we can do, sort of like get the repercussion, and because I think, because I think we have a good enough sound that that we can get a lot of Metallica fans. We're not the same sound or style, but we have the same ideas. So I think a lot of people could probably get into the new Slayer, but it's not new. It's not new Slayer. It's old Slayer. You know how the original album was, the Show No Mercy. This one is like that but cleaner. So we sort of like we're just getting a little more defined now.
So it's still very much like short songs, very fast.
Yeah, short, fast, and you listen to it and you say, hey, that's Slayer, but it's nothing. It's nothing old. It's new. But people would tell you, just listen to it. You can listen to it. First song you hear, everybody knows it's Slayer. That's what I like about it. It's good, but people know who it is. That's the distinct sound we have.
So you're not trying to do anything like Metallica, with very longer structured songs, fast and slow.
We're not trying to be Metallica. I'm sure.
No, I'm not saying you sound like them, but sort of have a different sort of.
No, I mean, because the last album we did, the Hell Awaits album, had slower riffs. The songs were longer, 6-minute songs. And then Metallica came out with this Master of Puppets where the songs are long too. They have a lot of riffs in them. That's when we wrote the songs for that album. That's how the songs came out. They came out really, just slow and grinding. But this album was like, this is a new album. It's like a wholly different feeling. So it's like all the songs came out fast. Who knows? On the next album, they might come out faster, or they might even be slower. It depends on the mood. I guess it depends on the mood we're in. Because, see, the last album had a lot of slow and grinding riffs, and this one doesn't. This one is just, go for it. Go for broke. I think people are going to like the new album.
Well, it's quite strange because it's like, you've seen when you go on stage, you're like, I don't know, hell on earth kind of thing.
And
While out on the stage, you seem a very quiet person. Talk to you on the phone is like nice, normal.
well, how do you want me to be crazy?
No, I don't know. It's just, sometimes you think that people go out on stage and just like talk about hell and that sort of thing. They all live like crazy men. I mean, the kids think. I don't. I mean, I've seen loads.
But that's what you thought too, though. I'm sure you thought that.
Well, that's the idea you get. But all the kids dream that their heroes live like.
What, I'm a hero somewhere?
Well, I suppose you are. I mean, you don't get back covers for nothing.
I don't know, I'd be surprised if I was what would I be a hero for someone?
Like all the heavy metal guys are heroes.
Yeah. I'm just like you. I'm just like anybody else in this world. You gotta make a living.
Yeah.
And but I like what I do. I mean, when I'm up on stage, that's what I'm doing. I'm expressing myself, and everything I do on stage, because I think that's when I go up on stage, I give every song my all. I mean, it's like I just go out there and just do the song the way I think it should be done. Really evil and wicked, and just have the look and have the fucking feel for it.
Mm-hmm.
And you go crazy. It's a California baby.
Yeah. Sorry. Is that what you get in Manhattan Beach?
They're all over. No, California babe. No, I consider myself a performer. I have to be. Mm-hmm. And I have two split personalities. I think I do, because I can
you just get into a sort of part.
I just really get into it. I mean, and on stage I have a real bad attitude. Mm-hmm. I get really aggressive.
Not many people talk about digging.
And the thing is that
the bodies inside.
It's funny because I have to really get into the song in order to really, really get the feel for it, to where I look like, oh God, that guy looks radical. Ooh, he's mean. I don't know. I like to do that though. God, I love to do that.
I mean, how do you get into this kind of thing? Is it like
I fell into it.
Huh?
I fell into it. It was thrown at me.
No. I mean, how you managed to get into
to get myself prepared.
A girl in there wants you. I think you know who it is. Right?
I don't know who it is.
You know what people are? It's the chick that served you? You don't know who served you right now?
No, not the one that served it just now?
Yeah. Well, let's serve you right now. Marcy. Huh?
There's a pregnant girl that served us just now. We got the coat.
Oh, the one from last time.
Yeah, what was her name?
We certainly drive some sort of a pension.
Yeah, I'm sure we do. No, when we were in there, did you see the cop that went around the first time?
Yeah.
We were in when you were ordering your coat. The cop came in and went around. Then he left. When we sat down, he went out, and then two of them came.
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and then the one that was parked here by himself, because the truck was there, he backed up, he stayed there, called the other cop, and then pulled up slowly. Oh, they're real sly dogs, man. Yeah. But you can keep an eye on those suckers.
There's nothing to worry about.
It's pretty neat. I like this picture.
There seems to be Metallica inside as well.
Who did these?
Photos of us helping.
Freedom fighters.
This one. This is my left hand.
That's a good shot. It's Timmy.
That was the year before you went to Poppering.
The year before?
Yeah.
Where were they playing?
Opening. The festival,
Oh, they played-
opening up festival in Belgium.
They did this one too?
Yeah, the year before.
And we did it the year after?
Yeah. For Europe when you go there.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to go back. You know, and they have this whole bit about, you know, telling us not to go because it's kind of dangerous.
Why is it dangerous?
Hey, shit, it's been this way for a hell of a long time, and it ain't gonna change.
I mean, you must be. When was the last tour you actually did?
Oh, we did it a year ago. It was under a year ago. No, over a year ago. Last time we were in Europe was in June.
Like you see when you're out for over 1 year. What, you recorded the album, right?
We were out for about a year and a half. I want to go back. I mean, we haven't done anything here for about a year and a half either.
Why is that?
Because this whole mess we went through with Brian and trying to get this contract with CBS, and then CBS doesn't want to release the record.
Brian, you mean the
Slago. Brian Slago, Metal Blade. We wanted to sign a contract with Columbia, and it's just a long story. I don't want to talk about it. All I know is that Brian owes us a lot of money. We've sold a lot of records and we haven't seen anything. You know. And,
that's what I heard.
You know.
I heard that Metal Blade tends not to pay the bands.
Well, it's not that they don't tend to pay the bands. It's just that they're slow about it. You know, they're real slow at giving you your money. And, you know, and Brian, he gave it to us, but I mean, he gave us in small amounts. But I mean, there's a lot more money that's owed to us, and I don't see why he just doesn't just pay us. You know, I'm sure he's upset that we left him. But come on, man, be a man about it. You know, give us what you owe us.
Did they do a good job for you as far as we're concerned?
Yeah, you know, they had distribution with he had distribution deal with Enigma that was pretty good for our first record, but Enigma was slow. You know, they were a real slow company. They were worried about other products than ours. When we should have been treated as one of their products because we were. Mm-hmm. But they were slow about doing their thing, and then we just told Brian, let's release the next record with somebody else. Just try somebody else, see if they're better. So we went with Important. So Brian released our record through Important. And Important was real good. You know, they were impressed. Oh yeah, we shipped out a lot of records the first day it went out in the stores. Yeah. But no money. You know, and every time we walk up and say, hey, you know, you keep telling us we sold a lot of records. Where's our money? Oh, well, you didn't sell that many. That's how many we shipped out. And they started giving us the runaround. You know, so, and we were talking with Brian about seeing who we could do with it next, because they were fucking up, and he said that Enigma was getting their act together, and they really wanted the next album real bad. And I said, oh, cool. So we went down there, you know, I met Brian over there at Enigma, the new place, and I looked around, and, you know, I talked to Sandra, and they were all, like, you know, they were really hoping that we would go with them for the
next album.
To release the next album. And they were like really pushing it. I mean,
this was before you got into CBS.
No, that was before we got a call from Rick. Rick called up and said, "What's going on, guys?" He goes, nothing. Why? He goes, well, how come Brian hasn't returning my calls? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, I've been calling him. He doesn't return my calls, and he doesn't want to negotiate. He doesn't want to do anything. What's up? And we told him, well, we just signed with Brian. We signed, in fact, he called 2 days afterwards we signed. He goes, what? I go, yeah. I go, we signed with him. He said he could get us a major deal. He said if we sign the contract. So we trusted him and said, sure, okay, Brian, you know, you've been good to us. So we signed. In good faith, we signed. And fucking idiot. The guy says, no, man. Because I've been making this guy, calling him up, trying to get touch with him and make him an offer, and he doesn't want to return my calls. I go, what? Yeah, he won't return my calls. You know, he goes, that's fucked, but you guys better get a lawyer. So we went out and got one. And we told the lawyer what the deal was, and he's like, so he handled everything. Mm-hmm. You know, now we're gonna, hopefully we can try to straighten out the whole bit with Brian. You know, and then now CBS comes to record, which is pretty fucked. You know?
Yeah. Sounds like
So now
sounds like bad news.
it's not bad news, you know, that it's good. It's good that we got picked up by Geffen, but it would have been so much better if we would have stayed with CBS. You know?
Anyway,
I'm kind of glad Geffen took it up though, because it'll just prove to CBS that, you know, don't be afraid. You can't.
Well,
be
nobody
afraid.
sued you yet for anything you've been
I know,
writing.
and all the stuff that we've been doing. You think somebody would, you know, don't print that because then it might start. If they don't know about it, they won't do it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Well, Italy's not a matter.
You know?
Italy, they don't mind. They're happy about it. They heaven and hell and dead. And going back to what we were talking about before, I was asking before the guy with the autograph skate. When you go on stage, you say you completely change and
completely different.
I mean, how do you get to do that? I mean, do you sort of have like 15 minutes where you just
No.
it's just
Real
click.
easy. I click. The minute I have the bass on and they say you ready to go on, the little flashlight goes on, I go walk out there, as soon as I step on stage, it's turn on. It's just the audience. It's I get it. I think a lot. I think a lot of it has to do with the audience. Because the minute I'm out there, I can hear them and you can feel them. No, you walk out there and it's like you know they're there and they know what they're you have an idea of what they're expecting to see, and you better do your best at it.
And that's what's the same when you what was like when you write. I mean,
when I write,
yeah,
and you put yourself in that train of mind and you make yourself evil and wicked for that.
Can your mom get close to you when you? Or just keep away for a while?
No, it's easy. It's real easy to be a mean person. Real easy to be an angry, mean person. I can be mean to you right now. You know, I say it's real easy to, but I don't. I don't like to do that to people. I think it's kind of screwed. For a person to person wise.
Sure.
But when I'm out there and there's an audience and they're expecting to see, they're expecting to see the band.
But why do you think the audience want that? It's like because it's a pantomime, a show, or the audience really need to feed. They need
to. Yeah, I think so. I mean, a lot of people go to our shows to release aggression. I mean, going to a punk show, you can. I've gone to shows. I don't participate in the thrashing and all that stuff. But I mean, it amps you up. All the shit just gets you going, and then you throw yourself in the slam pit. You release all your energy, all your aggression, all your anger that's been built up for the past week or 2 weeks, depending when the last time it was you went to a show. I think a lot of our music is an aggression release, and that's what it does to me. I mean, I may be a calm and relaxed person now, but certain days out of the week, I'm sure I've come across a lot of things that make me real angry, but I don't. I hold in, and then when I'm on stage, it's my release. I get to release everything that's been building up inside of me for the whole year. We go on the whole tour, release it the whole time we're playing. And then when I come home, I'm like, just kick back, relax, and then try to get into the frame of mind and start writing new material. But it's a flipping switch. Anybody can be a real mean person. You can walk up to someone and punch them in the face, kick them in the nuts. Anybody can do that. It's really easy.
Have you got other stuff that you? I heard the album is very short. It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's just the way the songs came out. They were slower when we were rehearsing them. Yeah. When we were, when we were learning the songs. They were moderate speed. They were good, but they were fast.
Yeah.
And then we went in the studio, and it's like we're amped. We're getting ready. It's first time we've ever recorded and stuff. The first time we've ever performed in front of two people. I mean, we haven't performed in front of anybody in a while. You know, that's when we get in the studio and we get all nervous because you gotta play it tight, otherwise it's gonna sound like shit, you know? So, you know, I was getting all amped, and I know the rest of the guys were, because we were going through those songs like crazy. Just ripping right through them. And they recorded them, and they came out to be so much faster than what we had planned, you know, what had it worked out to be. It worked out to be fast.
So it came out 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Have you got anything that you did not include in the album because you thought you was not going to get in there? And then
No, that was it. That was it. Yeah. I mean, in fact, we were still writing songs when we were recording. It just, you know, that's where all the energy went. And it, you know, we had no estimate as to how many songs we were going to write. It just came out. And when it came to record, these were all the stuff. This is all we had. You know, it's the same with the Hello Waits. The Hello Waits, in fact, we left out a song on Hello Waits. When we recorded the second one, we had too much. Yeah. You know, we were often ready to go into the studio and record, and then it turned out we had too much stuff to record. Yeah. You know, and that's the same with Show No Mercy. Show No Mercy, we had written all this stuff, and Brian said, let's record an album. So, all right, so we recorded all the songs we had. Yeah. Enough for an album. And that's the way it usually turned out to be. It's like we write enough material for that one album. Each album has a different theme, if you notice. Like in this one, there's a lot of depth in it. It has to deal with a lot of lyrical depth. Yeah. On this newest album, Raining Blood. And then, like the Hello Waits was more about, it would be like,
Satan.
More occult thing. You know, mystical. Mystical, but I don't want to say Satan because people will think. Yeah. So you say occult because it has a theme, a religious theme to it. You know, not one people will be fuzzy with, but we'll just call it an occult thing. Right. And then the very first one was we're a metal band. Right. Yeah, we're a metal band, and we wear all this stuff, and our sides are 666, and it was a joke, you know. But we were into the music we did, and then as we've gone on, I like the shit we do. I think it's great. I couldn't care less if people thought I was a Satanist. You know, maybe I am. I don't know. All I know is that I have belief, but I have my own.
There's only one person I know who's real Satanist, and it's King Diamond. He scares the shit out of me.
He's a puppy.
He's not a puppy.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, but you know, if he gets into it, you know, he really believes in all the shit.
Well, I respect his beliefs. I just as long as he respects mine. You know, I mean, everybody's got their own beliefs. You know, you can't sit there and tell someone what to believe because they're not going to listen to you. So, you know, people want to say I'm a Satanist, great, go ahead. You know, or they say
as long as you don't give me any trouble.
If they think I'm a witch, well, then they better be careful because I might cast a spell on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, if someone says, well, I think you're a witch. Oh, yeah? All right. Later on tonight, you know, if you get a little itch on your side here and then you find it hard to breathe, don't come running to me, okay? Because I'm not going to cure you, because I'll be the one that did it. And then they're like, they'll get scared. And they'll never bug you again. You know, and no, I like King Diamond.
Yeah, I know him quite well. I was out on tour with them in London.
We were in Copenhagen. And Kimmy came by earlier that day. And we had been out drinking that night. Yeah. And then so we talked to him and like, I go, you guys going to the show tonight? And it's like, yeah, we'll be there. It's all right, cool. We'll go there, and King Diamond was there. He was off to the side, singing off to the side. And we played, then we went back to the hotel, and me and him stayed up all night long, just talking about different shit, weird shit. You know, and I don't know, I'd like to sit down and have a nice little long talk with him again.
No, he's an interesting character. Definitely. He's one guy who can go on and talking about all this. He's got a lot of stories about his grandma's house, and all that shit. I don't know. It's some of the things he says are quite kind of scary in a way. You know, because
Shouldn't let it scare you, though.
No. Have you got the tape of
if Geffen is with Geffen is with Warner Brothers in Europe, there's a good chance it might be Warner Brothers that will release it.